Let me go across to Arun. Arun, apart from the ideological inconsistency, how do you see that the constitution debate today after Maharashtra elections is panning out or has settled in India?
Karthika, thank you for inviting me and good evening to all your viewers. I think probably this is what you call, actually it's a little technical term for the viewers. It's called constitutionalism. Basically, the philosophy, what we are witnessing, that there are different interpretations of the constitution, whether right or wrong. That is generally basically decided by, either the courts of the country, and especially the apex court, or by the people of the country. So what we are witnessing right now, as far as Congress is concerned, so they are interpreting it, I would say, in a more parochial manner, in a more political manner. And I think Prime Minister Narendra Modi, I would give that credit to him, that because he's Prime Minister of the country, so he has to, and he is actually interpreting it more like a statesman. Because when Rahul Gandhi picks up this a copy of the constitution, I think somebody should also ask him, there are inherent contradictions in what he's saying. If he is talking so much about constitutionalism, so it also has directive principles which say that there should be uniform civil code. So then why you are opposing the uniform civil code? So, and there are number, like in directive principles also, they have said that cows slaughter should be, prohibited, or the government should ensure that there is no cow slaughter. So I'm not going to the debate of merits or demerits of this whole thing, but there are a lot of things which similarly, like Article 370 was introduced, but it was introduced as a temporary provision. And ultimately it took this government to remove this temporary provision. And the Congress and several other parties, Congress has actually basically kind of vaguely spelled out its stand on this Article 370, but its other India Alliance partners, so they have been opposing the removal of Article 370, which basically goes against the essence of the Constitution. On the other hand, I think the biggest the biggest kind of commitment towards constitution was shown by the BJP and the Hindu Samaj of this country, when after the demolition of Babri Masjid in 1992, they actually, BJP had also announced, Sangh had also announced that whatever will be the decision of the Supreme Court within the framework of the constitution on Ram Janmabhoomi, we will accept that. So that on, even on such a highly emotive issue, and they waited for the verdict. So these, on the other hand, in the past, if we see, there are three major, you can say, junctures when the constitution faced severe crisis, or when the constitution faced, severe onslaught. So, and all three of them have happened during the Congress regime. When the first amendment was brought to curtail the right of freedom, that was brought by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Then in emergency, we have seen what happened, that how the constitution was pummeled. Then in Shah Banu case, we have seen what happened, that the Supreme Court decision was overturned by bringing in a legislation which went against the basic essence of those directive principles, which talks about uniform civil code. So I think Congress needs to do a little bit of homework about this thing, and it should come out of this parochial thinking. And I think it's also unfortunate, Karthike, that constitution should be an issue of
I think
debate.
constitution is not a, if you ask me, Arun, constitution is not a hallowed body, We don't want Indian constitution to become like American constitution, which cannot be amended.